Is the American freight railroad industry headed for a wreck? Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. President Biden issued a sweeping executive order allegedly to promote competition in various sectors of the economy. One of the targets is railroads. The White House's focus here woefully is misdirected. It could derail one of the country's great success stories of the last 40 years. The U.S. today has the best run, most efficient freight railroading system in the world, better than Europe's, way better than China's. It wasn't always this way. Back in the 1980s, the industry was in desperate shape. Bankruptcies were rampant. Capital investment had shriveled. Maintenance was subpar. Innovation was non-existent. Inefficiency reigned as carriers routinely lost track of freight cars. Speculation was rife that perhaps only a government takeover could prevent a collapse. Instead, with broad bipartisan support, Congress did something right. It deregulated the industry. Carriers were given broad operational freedoms, especially when it came to setting shipping rates, instead of the operational government straitjacket it had been operating under. The turnaround was swift and miraculous. So what's Biden's beef? Well, it seems that the number of so-called Class 1 railroads, that is the biggest freight shippers, has declined to 7 from 33 in 1981. So what? The consolidation has come about for reasons of efficiency, as well as having the size to obtain and spend the immense amounts of money necessary for maintenance, expansion, and the technological innovation needed to stay competitive. What counts is this: freight prices are down 44% since 1981. But Biden's central planners think they can engineer even lower rates by in effect forcing the large carriers to subsidize the smaller competitors. Here's how that would work. If a shipper is served by a single railroad, it can go get a lower bid from a nearby railroad. Even though that other nearby railroad wouldn't actually carry the freight, it would collect the money and turn some of it over to that single railroad that would actually carry the freight. Anyone not in government can see where that would lead. The actual carriers would have less revenue, which would mean less money for maintenance and innovation. Instead of being the cutting-edge world leader in shipping freight by rail, the industry would be on a fast track back to where it was in 1980. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be anyone in the White House to remind the president that as a U.S. Senator, he had voted for the legislation that his executive order would now gut. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.